Hello guys, my name is Papa Arun. I'm here to clarify on something that I've been seeing that it is disturbing a lot of beginners, and actually not even beginners. Other people are even performing and singing, but they still don't understand what I'm going to talk about here. And this progression. So what is progression? Progression is how the chords are following each other. In songs, in different songs, the chords follow each other differently because of not necessarily the lyrics, not the lyrics which is the problem, but the tune of the song. In fact, there are many songs that follow the same progression. So a simple progression that I like using is 4-1, 4-1, 5. 1, 4, 1, 5 means the chord of 1 is the key. The chord of 4 is the numbering from the chord of 1 being the key. There's a numbering, there's a 2, there's a 3, there's a 4, which is a major, and a 5, which is a major. So when I say a 1, 4, and 5, I mean the majors in that particular key. The key and the 4, the chord of 4, the chord number 5. They are basically 7 chords. 3 majors, 3 minors, 1 diminished. They make the entire scale. 7 notes. The eighth note is the repetition. So 1, 4, 1, 5, which means my key is C in the key of G. 1, 4, 1, 5. My key is G. I can continue my F. 1, 4, 1, 5. So my key is F. This is a 1, this is a 4, this is a 5. You can name them. There are many chords. If I'm in the key of E, E, F, E, A, E, this is B. So E, A, E, B. Simple rhythm. You can create all this rhythm. D, D, G, D, A. So 1, 4, 1, 5. So as a beginner, this might be complicated a little bit. You don't understand which is the 1, which is the 4, which is 5. But once you master the voices and you practice playing in one key, you'll automatically start understanding which key is 1, which key is 4, which key is 5, which chord is 5. So I want to show you something now. That's the main purpose of this video, is what I want to explain now. So how do you know that a particular chord is a particular song is playing a progression of 1, 4, 1, 5, or 1, 5, 4, 1, or 1, 4, 5, 4, 1? Because they keep varying. And you know what I'm mentioning is the simplest progression, because I'm using I'm mixing how many chords? 3 chords. But as you grow in music, as you develop a sensitive ear of music, you keep advancing, adding chords, understanding that you can supplant one chord with another, understanding that there are minor chords inside, understanding that there are diminished chords inside, understanding that you can add flavors inside. So you see, and not in other cases, it's not that a chord is grounded somewhere that you cannot replace it. You can use 2 chords, like a 1 and a 6, in the same manner. When you want to break the monotony of using a 1 so much, you can sometimes you put a 6. You see, and a 5, instead of using a basic 5, you can add a 7. It becomes that major but having a 7, so it becomes a major 7. So and so on and so forth. So the main thing that I usually teach is to strum or is to hum that chord. So if this is a 6, this is a 1, a C, you make sure you are humming the chord. That is the, if you don't, you see, music is in your head, you interpret it in guitar. If you can't interpret like that, then all these chords will not make sense. If I play a chord like this, if you're not humming that chord in your head, then the guitar won't make any sense. That's why once you gain that sensitivity of interpreting your music on guitar, or what the guitar is, the chord of the guitar, interpreting it in your mind, that's how you become an expert. Because any tune you get in your head, you interpret it here, or any tune you hear someone else playing, once you have interpreted it in your head, you know the tune is going like this, following like this. Once you take the guitar, it's just a walk. It's just a walk in the park, because there's nothing difficult there. So humming. Now humming the entire chord might be difficult, but if you can, I'll prefer you do that. So try by humming that. If it's hard to do that because there are many notes, which means there are blends, there are alto, there are soprano, there are tenor. So you can just strum. You can hum the note, the main note, the real note of that chord, which is this, in this particular case. So that's how you know where the song is. If it goes to 4, it will sound like that note. That is a 4. My 4 is this one, so my 1 and then my 5. Remember, this one and this one are the same thing. These are the same notes. They are called octaves. So even if I did, will be the same thing. And like I said, this one, if this one is like this one, then this one is like this one. So you can still do. So in my key of C, my root note is this one. Make sure they are precise. Once you get it wrong, the error is perpetuated to everything else, because you think you have understood, but you haven't. If you strum this note and you start humming another note, you are ruining your sensitivity in music. Like that one. They are not similar. You hear there's a big difference. You can train yourself by doing even going along the fretboard with one string. Until you master it. In fact, that's another lesson on how to practice. Well, you want to become good in looking for the keys. Sensitive by looking for the key. That's another problem that disturbs a lot of people, even if they are good at playing the guitar. Sensitivity in playing, sensitivity in looking for the key is another issue. So you make sure you are humming. Make sure they are precise. So once you get that, now you can play the chord. You see, the notes are involved in the chord because they are similar. The lower note and the higher note. Yeah, that note and this one are similar. And this one, and that one, they are similar notes. So once you have mastered that, you can take your song and try to apply it here. So if you are starting the song and you are not sure about the progression, just strum the first chord, the key. until you sense the shift of the tune, and then you try to look. If you have played for a long time, you know that there is a big difference between chord 4 and chord 5, so you will not have a problem locating the chord even in the midst of the song. So you'll know that is automatically a 5. So you'll find a song maybe which is moving from 1 to 5, another one and then 4 and then 1, or 1 to 4 and then 5 and then to 4. So they are different progression. You see, they are different progression, huh? And you know what? Any other complicated music stuff, they are based on that. If you get it wrong, if you get that foundation wrong, everything else will not make sense. If you want to play the solo guitar, if you want to play 7, all these things follow the progression. You start learning the chord, so anything else has to be grounded under the chords, then the progression, then you break down all those notes or the tunes into those stuffs. So make sure you are paying attention to this. Practice this one. Try singing a song, play it 1, 4 and 5. Once you sense a song that you cannot play, you know that now that the song is a bit tricky, it's not 1, 4 and 5, and try it. It might be the progression maybe have changed, or the chords have been added, like you need a 6 now, and that's how you advance your music. You start by simple 1, 4 and 5, and then you add a 6. I think a 6 is simpler to add. In the case of C, my 6 is A minor. Now once you have mastered that, maybe you can add a 2, a D minor in your song. You might be holding them, but you are not sensitive of the sounds. And then from there, an E minor, which is a 3. So a 3 is held like this, or here, until you get sensitivity of those chords. You see, I'll stream another video on which I'm doing practically this different progression using different songs examples, so that you can get what I'm talking about. For now, make sure you pay attention to that. Bye.